is this stuff? Y'all, welcome back to Triple F Ranch. Guess what we're doing today? We're going fishing. That's what we're doing. I want to apologize to everybody that subscribed to my channel to see all my fishing videos. I've been kind of in a funk here lately with the fishing thing. Just haven't had really a desire to do it, but fully dedicated today. We're getting after it, son. We're gonna do it. And I have a lot of confidence today. So I'm gonna do some slower fishing today. I'm gonna take my time. I'm not gonna pressure myself too much. I'm gonna throw a shaky head and just pretty much dead stick it. The water's pretty warm. So right out there is about 7.5 foot of water. Everywhere else is 1 foot, 4 foot, and that's it, around no structure whatsoever. So I'm gonna go fish that 7 foot spot first to see if I can't find any bass over there, and we're gonna get after it. I'll show you guys what I'm starting off with here. It's a Tequila Sunrise 10-inch culprit with a shaky head. Now, I'm sure some of you are gonna ask me why I'm using a green pumpkin color shaky head. When the water's murky like this, when that bait's sitting on the bottom, the first thing to go is the shaky head itself. That's going to disappear before all of this. So the bait, when it's sitting there, it looks like there's no hook in there. And as you can tell, what I really like about this is they coated the pan, I don't know if you guys can see that, all the way up about half of the shank. We're going to see what we can get down here, if anything. So I'm a die-hard fan of the Z-Man chatterbaits. This was given to me. This is a Strike King Rage Blade, I believe so. Tied it on for the first time last week, and this thing is amazing. Love how it feels. It seems like it's got a little bit more action. All right, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the shaky head back out and see what happens. See if they're up shallow. Maybe there's a thermocline with how hot it's been. We've had very, very little rain. It actually rained for the first time in 2 weeks just a couple of days ago, but that's usually overflowing, and it's about 8 inches below the face of that dam. So I mean, the water level is tremendously low. So I'm thinking maybe there's a thermocline. If there is, I'll be able to find some bass up shallow. So I've had a few ticks here and there. They're not deep. I mean, obviously not over here anyway. I have pretty good confidence in what I'm using. I've tried up along this bank, this ledge right here. So we're gonna kind of key in on the shadow areas along this bank, and then I might go over to that bank as well. Dead stick it here a minute. Okay. For just a little pull. There's one. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, I think I found them. They're sitting up shallow in the shadows. Oh, that was a terrible flip. Come on. Let them run just a little bit longer because that hook's way up towards the nose of that worm. See if we can get him to come back and bite. Not exactly where I wanted it. Now I will say something about that Rage Blade. no Strike King or Age Blade, it does not skip as well as a Z-Man chatterbait. Or it's the operator. I think I'm making the right decisions right now. Here we go. Oh, just got bit. He still got it, he's running at me. Oh my gosh, man. I literally skipped that and it landed on top of that log right next to that turtle. That's crazy. Okay, that's a fish too. Oh, got that one. It's hung up. Got it. I will take that. It's crazy. It's not gonna come off. Okay, that was kind of a cool catch. That's pretty awesome. There might be another one sitting up under there. We're gonna hit her again. I gotta check that because it kind of was pulling on that line. The sound that everybody hates, that when you know you're caught up on something, you know, kind of like that. Yeah, boy. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go to a few other spots here, a few shaded areas. I'm gonna try to beat the heat a little bit more. It's pretty warm out here. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna go over to that bank because it's a really shaded area. I'm gonna see if there's some bass roam around out there. I highly doubt it. I'm actually gonna check the water temp. It's actually pretty cold on top, much colder than what it has been. So these bass might like legitimately be up shallow in the shaded areas. So we're gonna hit a few more of those spots, and we're gonna rip into some probably more logs, I would imagine. No, we got some frayage on the lineage here. I better retie. We all hate retying. All we want to do is cast. I've still yet to learn my lesson on retying. It is an absolute necessity. I cannot stress how much of a necessity that it actually is. Necessity. Yes. That is what we are talking about. I'm gonna kind of can't fan cast this area here. It's not something I do too often, but when I don't know exactly where these fish are, I try to get myself in the habit of fan casting to cover basically, you know, structure. Okay, so you got logs laying down, you got stick ups, you've got a few little stick ups, so there's probably a brush pile there that you're either sitting under logs in the stick ups or brush piles. So when you fan cast like that, it kind of helps you cover more of an area to really get an idea as to where the bass are sitting. I didn't think I would really enjoy doing YouTube. I mean, I'm not a great fisherman. I got my days. We all have our days, and basically the two things that my channel revolves around is flying and fishing. So I really appreciate you guys. If you can, leave me feedback. If you want to see something, or if you want to see me do something different, throw some variety in. I'm only using YouTube Studio, so my editing isn't great. I still haven't quite got the music thing figured out as to how to do the copyrights or anything like that. But I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna get back to fishing. Oh, one other thing. Tomorrow is the opening day of squirrel season. That is another thing I want to tell you guys about. You guys are going to see some hunting videos as well. Look at this. Look at how ridiculous this is. Oh, I am just a complete mess right now. Man. Okay, got that one. I don't even... and how is the wind coming through the trees? I just laugh about this anymore. I didn't plan on actually doing this, but unfortunately my trolling motor battery is dying. I just charged it. I don't know, it sat in the back of my truck all day and it's been like 87 degrees. So I'm sure that had a lot to do with it going dead already, and we're going off track. Darn it! All right, we're good. So there is a small little city park man-made pond here in Batesville. I've never fished it. I know a lot of people that have fished it, and they said that there's just a bunch of little small bass in there, which that's fine. I'm not done fishing yet, so I can't continue doing this lake, because if I go all the way to that end, I'm gonna end up, you know, paddling into the wind both ways, obviously. The wind can't make up its mind. But we're actually gonna go over there. I'm probably just gonna use a Ned rig and that's it. I wanna see what kind of bass are in there. So I went and picked up Dustin. He's gonna show me how to use the Ned rig up here. I'm not expecting too much out of this place, maybe like 8 to 10 inch bass at most. What's the water look like? Dirty. Maybe oh, we got some flowing water right there. Excellent first cast. Really? Oh, had a bite on the drop. Huh?
A bobber. There's something on it.
I got you. Skin. Nailed it.
Just when you casted it, I seen something.
Yeah, ain't nothing. There ain't nothing on him. So I waste more time being a child. That's one of them good bobbers too. That's a good one. See y'all, this is community service. Cleaning up everybody else's junk. Come on now. Come on, dude, you gotta be smarter than the bobber. I mean, come on. There we go, got him. You want it? I already got one. Oh, fail. I'm really snagged again. Guess I was snagged on a leaf. Did it again. Oh, no, topwater. Sweet. This is why you take home your trash. Y'all really thought I was gonna throw that in there, didn't you? What am I snagged on? A rock? Thanks, sir. You know how there's rock bass, right? Like, you catch rock bass. If you get snagged on a rock, you know how people say, like, you know, I caught a tree bass or, you know, a stick bass, something like that. If you hooked into a rock and got snagged on a rock, would it still be considered a catch because it would be a rock bass? See, I'm confused.
That is confusing.
It's funny. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end it there. Actually, didn't really have much luck here. I think I'm going to hit this spot again, though, sometime. The water's pretty murky. Did have that one hooked into that one, but you know how that goes. That's how it goes, exactly, every time. Every time. But thank you guys. Actually, wait before I say that. So me and Dustin's probably gonna go back to Coon Hunters over to the bridge and just bank fish it. But my GoPro is almost dead. I already used up my second battery and the SD card's almost full.
Backlashes.
Yeah. Those gotta be carp. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you again on Triple F Ranch Dressing. I just see you guys.